All right. Hey everybody. So this might be a bit of a shock, but I'm back. I'm back to doing solo stuff like I was at the advent of this here channel fucking years ago, back when I was a tiny kid, it feels like. I mean, it wasn't even really that long ago, but to me it certainly feels like ages, and I cannot figure out how to switch. Ah, dip. I don't. Oh fuck! I don't know what to do. I'm accidentally starting a different level. Oh, that's fucking right. I completely forgot this game actually uses the N64 controller like it's a controller. A shock, really. I just want to go back to the menu, please. I don't know. I fucked up. I've already fucked up. Oh man, I barely even started back, but here I am fucking up immediately. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right fucking back. Okay, so I figured out how not to be an excessive idiot and actually know how video games work. Oh look, they're gonna give me the tutorial even though I said I didn't want it. What a shock. Can we maybe? I didn't even view him the first time, what do you mean? Alright, so we've got Kirby, our eponymous pink fluff here. This is obviously a Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. Usually if I was with somebody else, I'd be screaming about it, but seeing as I'm doing some solo stuff right now, gonna be a bit more mellow. This stuff is probably gonna be a lot more long form, by the way. It's gonna be probably a lot more heavily edited. Not so much focus on the energy or the quick wit. It's gonna be just a lot more about. Well, honestly, this is really just an excuse for me to use my N64 because I don't I don't use it enough. But here we are. We're gonna play fucking Popstar. God, this game's adorable. I'm probably gonna say a lot of stuff like that. And I am so used to holding this thing like a nunchuck, like a Wii nunchuck, that I cannot for the life of me get used to using it as if it were a real controller that real humans would want to use. Oh boy. And I haven't played too much of this game. I've dabbled. I played the first like few levels, I think. And it's very simplistic. Like normally Kirby games are pretty easy and simple, but this one is almost excessively so. There's really not too much going on in this game in terms of complexity. It's really very simple. And I mean, I picked up the new Kirby game, Kirby Star Allies for the Switch, and while that game is a blast, I mean, it really just it brings to light that these games are really not meant for the NES hard era crowd sort of stuff. Really, like it's really more about just kind of sitting back and having some leisurely fun with this stuff. It's not. It is for the faint of heart. Unlike most things, it's really just kind of enjoy the idyllic side of life for once, and you know, having a job, having a college education to work through, being able to just kind of sit back and fall into the idyllic stuff is pretty nice. And may I say, this Waddle Dee looks mighty fine and smooth for an N64 model here. Like, it's actually pretty impressive what they managed to do with this game. As far as I know, this was pretty near the end of the N64's life, and they were able to do a few more impressive things with it. They couldn't prevent Kirby's face from looking like a pile of shit, though, because holy crap, does it look weird. Wow, laughing at my own joke. I don't have anybody here to laugh at it with me, so I gotta laugh at my own joke. Speaking of other people, I definitely plan on getting some other people involved soon. It's been a long time since I've done anything with recording, so this is kind of just me getting back into the groove of things, reminding myself why I loved this back in the day, and I'm definitely gonna get some other people coming in and having some fun and playing some games and being stupid. Oh man, like, oh, so cute. Really blasé though, like all the backgrounds. Like there's really not much going on to digest. It's really just kind of what is happening here? What am I supposed to do? Okay, cool. I got a green star, whatever that means. Like I said, I haven't played this game very much. But yeah, so the plan is to definitely get some friends coming and having some fun. Ah, okay, I really like this level just because of the fall colors. I'm a sucker for anything like that. Like, my favorite Mario Kart level is the Maple Treeway or whatever. I think they introduced it in Mario Kart 7 for 3DS. And they put it in 8, aka the quintessential Mario Kart experience. And, man, that, oh, God, it's gorgeous. I love autumn, and I love everything about it, really, like the colors and the feeling that it gives you, the weather. I live in, like, super hot weather most of the time. Well, not super hot, but just, like pretty fucking hot. And it's just nice to be able to get a break from that for once and just have some cool, gentle weather. Gentle. I don't know if you can really call it gentle. Ah, fuck. When you have to wear, like, 3 layers. Which doesn't happen too often over here, but happens sometimes. But I actually, as I was practicing, with it, what was that? I'm not even sure what the hell was going on there. But oh my god, that is nightmare fuel. Why is Kirby taking off a piece of his face and throwing it at enemies? What the goddamn hell, Nintendo? Were they on drugs when they made this? Sorry. Stupid as fuck. Usually the stupid humor goes over better when you got somebody equally stupid to enjoy it with you. Oh Jesus. This game is so slow paced, really. I mean, like like I said, there's really not much going on. It's legitimately just kind of like a break from life for a second, and I'm not very good at it. Like you'd think, for all my talk about how easy and simple this game is, I'd be a bit better at it instead of being a cocky prick. But here we are. Man, I remember. Oh fuck, I remember. I don't even know how many years ago it was now. Was it 4 years that I was playing Mario Galaxy in this exact same goddamn room on my own, and I had no clue what I was doing. Just zero experience with any of this. And I'm sure that some people would argue that I'm still not any good at it, but but okay, we're just gonna face plant into that wall real quick. What? God, this is just so awkward. I understand why this is not exactly the most talked about of the Kirby games. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at this boy. Look at this snowman boy. Yeah, here's the thing, is that I've played this game so little that I don't even know how you're supposed to, like get... Oh, shit. I don't even know how you're supposed to get, other abilities. I really don't. I should probably look into that. Crap! I'm just experimenting with buttons and I'm screwing myself over. Jesus. Alright. It's so easy to run into things with how like weirdly slow paced everything is. Alright, we're gonna jump on this here fucking weird ass truck. Look at Kirby making Waddle Dee do the slave labor. What's up with this? He's not a subservient race, Kirby. He's intelligent just as you are. What is wrong with you? Alright. Well, we're going into the void with beautiful red and yellow orange colors up at top. But right now it looks like we're gonna fucking... Are we supposed to fall? Am I... Oh! Very clever. I'm falling very slowly. Grammar's important, kiddos. Oh wow, he actually has like a pretty short time limit on how long he can do the floating. It's weird, especially with Star Allies. Okay. I didn't mean for that to happen. But with Star Allies being back to the infinite floating ability. Why is this so easy? Oh my god. That's kind of painful almost. Like watching the poor top thing just sitting there being electrocuted for 20 minutes or whatever. Oh, it's Paina McGee. She's probably being told that she has no future as an artist right now by her future art teachers. That doesn't make sense. She wasn't even painting anything. What's wrong with her? She's just sitting there like, oh, what a beautiful landscape. I think I'll paint it with this water. This water in a cup. And my multicolored paintbrush. What the goddamn? Oh. Oh no, she's got evil anime eyes instead of cute ones. I remember this fight, actually. I've done this before. What is that pink bar at the bottom of the screen there? Is that like a life? Do I get extra life if I get to the end of that or something? I don't know. God, this is... I mean, I understand this is the first world, and I also understand... That was actually pretty cool, the little spider thing. I also understand this is very early. Did I say that? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Who said I was professional? Why is it blurred out? Is this like some weird, like deep Kirby lore that the painter likes to draw porn in her spare time? And the Nintendo was like, can't have that. Gotta blank that out. What is going on? Like, why does the dragon now have its own little health bar? What are you doing? Is there more enemies? Yeah, there's more enemies. All right. So the first health bar really was just a lie. It was kind of misleading and making me think that the fight was a little easier than it actually was. God, the electricity really just does not let you do this game justice at all. Oh boy. And then I get fucking knocked off my little red feet. Oh, look at him, he's all tired. Ah, fuck me. I forgot I can't play video games. Why am I doing this again? Can't even play Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Oh, I'm realizing that my question about the bar at the end was or the bottom was answered. Oh no, I don't have electricity. Oh shit. Ah, it's fine. Clearly, this is not too big of a deal for me. Oh my god, he really does. He just sucks everything up, the goddamn glutton. He's got no shame. He doesn't care who sees him eating all these living painting things. This pixelated hentai. The fucking Kirby hentai. It's probably of King Dedede. It's probably some really racy picture of King Dedede, like, posing for fucking Playboy. Okay. Oh. Challenge. Give it to me. Give it to me, Dragon Daddy. Oh, God. Oh, boy. It has been a while. You can't say I'm not rusty at this shit. Ah, fuck. Hop over me, buddy. Boydie. God, what is my voice? I haven't done this in so long, it's just like hearing my own voice just talking incessantly. What is wrong with me? Alright, come on. Give me your droppings. Your clone droppings, Boba Fett. Fucking, that's topical. That's a topical, yeah. Attack of the Clones just came out in like 2002 or something. It's relevant. Alright, give it. And yep, okay. Wow, this game's actually kind of challenging when you don't have an ability. I guess all the Kirby games are, aren't they? Like, if you just... Oh, fuck. If you don't have an ability, it actually gives you a bit of a curve. And I don't understand why every time you sprint, Kirby has to look like he's in, like, serious pain. Look at him. He's like, oh, God, oh, I'm not ready for the marathon. What? What just happened? I'm at a loss. For once. Can finally shut up and let you guys have some fucking peace. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, oh. Look at this, Kirby's getting allies left and right. Like, Jesus, slow down, man. You can only have so many friends. You only have so much time in your life to be able to divulge upon each of your friends. You need a little bit of a break sometimes, you know what I mean? What do I want? I guess I want the Metamato, why not? Why? Aw. Oh, come on, he could have reached out and grabbed the red star. I think he's just being lazy. He doesn't know nothing about being a hero. If he ain't willing to put in the effort, then I feel like he should kind of go home. So I don't have to play this goddamn game. I actually am enjoying myself, can't really say that. But I do gotta say, like, for all of the praise I was heaping upon this game's graphical prowess, these trees look like absolute dog shit. Like, I don't know what. It looks like a kid finally discovered Microsoft Paint, and he was just like, oh, let's have some fun with this. I'll do a fucking tree. Because I have no originality because I'm 7. What are these rockets? Do they give me anything? I'd like a rocket ability. Why not? Ooh, look at that! I get terrorism. The terrorism ability. Alright. Let's just, Alright, seriously. I don't know how to combine abilities. I bet they told me in the tutorial that I skipped for time. I suck. I just run into everything because the reaction time is so slow. It might have something to do with the fact that I'm playing this on a HD TV when I very clearly should be playing it on a CRT. But that really is... Okay, can I... Ah, okay. So if I hold the button, he actually throws it like he's not 2 years old. Little toddler learning how to play catch with his dad for the first time. Like, Jesus, Kirby. You can put a little more effort into it than that. Really, Kirby's just kind of a lazy asshole. Like, I have to kind of figure out everything for him. Like, he hasn't really got his life together. He kind of sits around our apartment in his underwear. Doesn't really pay rent. But I'm okay with it because he's an adorable pink blob from fucking Neverland. Or Dreamland. Neverland. Yeah, alright. He's windy. It's my headcanon. He's windy from Peter Pan. I'm fine with this. Okay. So he's moving in a weirdly, like, away from me diagonal direction, but I still have to hold right. As if, he's not. Little knight guy. Look at that. Alright, let's run up these here stairs of this estate, castle, mansion thing. I guess it's a castle. It actually bears a striking resemblance, maybe I'm wrong, but to me it seems to bear a striking resemblance to the Link to the Past castle, the Hyrule Castle that you go into at the very beginning. It's like, and you're like, wow! Link to the Past is great! And then you play later, like, further in it, and you realize that it's actually not that fun, and it's actually kind of just an exercise in, how frustrating an overworld can be. And here I am letting my bias against Link to the Past seep into this fun, happy Kirby video. Because really, we're having fun. This is so much fun. Sorry. Oh, God. I am a travesty, really. I'm just a tragedy of epic proportions. Look at this, a Metamato, and I haven't even gotten hit because I am just that bomb at this game. Get it? Because I have the terrorist ability, and Kirby is now throwing BAMs. Ah. Come on. Come on. Does anybody else ever just want to fucking live in Kirby Land? Just being decimated by a heroic pink blob who thinks he's doing right, but really he's kind of just an asshole who sucks up other creatures and steals their main characteristic. And then you get to find out, like, oh, I don't even have, like, because some of these enemies, they don't even have a characteristic that's defined enough for Kirby to steal it. So, like, you kind of learn that you shouldn't have a sense of self-worth because Kirby hasn't deemed you good enough to give him an ability. And, I mean, really, Kirby, you could probably just jump into that gap in the foreground or the background, but we're just going to pretend like this is an obstacle for you and move on. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Thanks. Man, I really appreciate that. You know, it's good to have the support of friends that I've just made. You're probably poisoning that one up, Kirby, and you're just that trusting, really. You're just that much of a glutton that you can't keep yourself from filling up your fat ass. Alright. Look at this Night Boy. And don't look at him, because he was literally gone as I said it. Because I have no sense of timing. I didn't realize that was an enemy until the bomb hit it. I thought it was just kind of like an environmental hazard. And I had wasted an explosive. Which, as we all know, is a travesty when you're trying to explode a few living beings, living creatures that feel pain. Okay, why does Kirby need to climb? Like, he can float well, not in this game, he can't indefinitely, but you know what I mean. that was cute. That was enjoyable. We have fun. We have fun here on this show that I've been doing for way too many hours of my life. This one seems to actually lead somewhere, so I guess we'll check this one out. Look, it goes outside. What adventure will we find here? Oh. Oh, is that the end of the... Hey, DDD, you're looking a little, fucking weird, to put it lightly. His smarmy little grin. Fuck you, DDD. You're a pissant, man. You need to get over yourself, make friends with the pink blob boy, don't get taken over by any, vagina eyes. And, alright. Out of frame and in frame. Beautiful animation, guys. Really completed the motion there, I think. Alright, we're just gonna... Oh, God. We're gonna fight him with the power of, that's not tasteful. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that one in my brain where it belongs. Okay. Ugh. God. Man, you know, they really don't make games like they used to. Man, Kirby 64, that's the pinnacle of real difficulty, man. You can't stop me from facing the real challenges that this game puts forth. Yeah, try and resist it. Try and resist that Kirby dig. You know you can't. God, the animation is so, like, spastic and, like, ADHD. I don't know what they were... I don't know exactly what feeling they were going... Oh, no, 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 no. No, other way. Oh, okay. He's determined. What is... What are you supposed to do, man? Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. But it certainly seems to me like that's a little bit confusing. Oh, Wispy Woods. Here we go. So this is actually... one of the decidedly more interesting aspects of being able to do a Kirby game in 3D is doing stuff like this. But they really haven't attempted it since in any of the like more recent Kirby games I've played. To be fair, most of the recent Kirby games I've played have been a little more unconventional. Rainbow Curse on the Wii U, Epic Yarn on the Wii, which is honestly one of my favorite games. That game actually, like, if you're trying to go for like the completed... Oh, God, it's been so long since I played it. But there's, like, if you get a certain amount of, like, the currency in the game in a level, you get, like, 3 stars or whatever, something like that. And, lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay. So if you're actually trying to attempt to get all of those in every level, it's actually... It has a decent difficulty curve that a lot of Kirby games are kind of missing. And is a hell of a lot of fun, may I add. The aesthetic is so incredibly charming that you just can't help but be taken in by the world in that game. And I feel like, you know, this game kind of tried to aim for that, because, you know, all Kirby games kind of do, on an inherent level. I mean, that's their basic appeal is that they're charming as all hell. It's got that Nintendo polish, and, you know, it's cutesy and fun, and, but... I don't know. I don't feel it as much with this one. I mean, obviously they had a lot more, you know, advanced technology with Epic Yarn, but they went for a more traditional action platformer experience, and it worked a lot more in terms of the charm and feel of it, rather than this, where it kind of they oddly enough, for a Kirby game, it actually felt like they were a little too ambitious for what they were trying to do in terms of these backgrounds and these environments. They're not very vibrant, I guess. They don't really feel full of life. They're just kind of there. Like these Microsoft Paint looking splotchy cacti in the background here. It's not... You don't really feel charmed by it. It's just... It almost looks lazy. There's not really much going on there. I mean, there's a few polygons for the dunes, I suppose, but okay, green star guy didn't really... Oh, you're a cactus. That makes a lot more sense, but to be completely honest, would not have figured out you were a cactus were you not in this environment, little green man. I'm uncomfortable around little green men, to be completely honest. I'm not a huge fan. Gotta say. I'm not a fan of big jumping-ass rocks, either. God, I mean, seriously, look at... This is exactly what I was talking about. There's very little going on in the background. Up until this very point that I, of course, start complaining about it. It's been very one note. It's these repeating cacti-looking things and the dunes. And now we're finally getting some star motifs, as Kirby games are wont to do. And some very, very geometric structures in the background here. Again, it's just, there's not, like, even when they're sort of, like, adding variety to it, there's really not enough going on to pull you in at all. And, of course, that's part of the, almost charm of the N64, is the limited graphical prowess. But, at the same time, from a contemporary perspective, things like Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64... are fucking oozing with charm. I mean, you can't stop it. Like, you kind of gotta love them. In terms of their aesthetic and their just boundless levels of fun and vibrancy. And then you got this, and it's a little bit blasé. It feels like they were a lot less forward-thinking with this. Not, of course, that every game needed to somehow know how to be timeless and perfect for years to come. But you have your games like your Mario and your Banjo, your Conker, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, things like that. Wow, I'm basically just listing off the rare library. But you have this timeless feeling that, I mean, aside from the controller, to be honest, because playing through Banjo, I had quite a bit of frustration with that. Graphically, there's still so much charm there and stylization that you can't help but be taken into those worlds. And this, I mean, look at this guy. He's so simple and effortless. Like, I'm not even sure he's actually supposed to be a cacti now that I look at him again. Like, look at this. He's just a green star dude. Nothing to him. Oh, look at me. It's supposed to be just a nice, fun little romp, and here I am just complaining about every goddamn nitpick I can find in the book. But hey, I'm just trying to call it as I see it. I like to think I'm being truthful to myself and to how I perceive this here electronic entertainment. I apologize if the clicking of the the persistent clicking of the A button to rise is a little irritating. I am kind of doing this in a bit of an impromptu drive to do this kind of stuff again, and so I haven't I have yet to procure a way to repair the microphone that I have that used to make my voice sounds so buttery smooth, because God knows it doesn't sound like that on its own. So we're back to the potato mic from the olden days. It's really a blast from the past, except for the fact that I curse like a sailor now, and I was super careful about that when I first started the channel. Oh God, how naive and young I was. I think you're supposed to be able to interact with that, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the right power-up. Although, honestly, I'm not even sure what enemies give power-ups in this level. I'm pretty sure the green star dudes do not give you shit. These diggy dudes, these little mole guys, maybe this guy gives me something. Let's try, there we go. Maybe this guy gives me something. Nope, alright, cool. I really need to learn how to get a second a second power-up so I can combine the two. Kind of the game's selling point. And actually what they've done with Kirby Star Allies is take the best part of this game, which is the ability combinations, and taken it and pretty much taken nothing else of inspiration from this game, which is probably for the best. It's definitely the black sheep of the Kirby series, as far as I can tell. I'm not exactly a huge Kirby connoisseur. I haven't even played, I think, probably 40% of the games. I've probably played a fair few, but I've never played anything like Squeak Squad or... Man, I jumped right over that Metamato I was trying to get, but here we are. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the little question mark paper means. But you know what? I think I'm gonna stop off the first episode of this series here. We're gonna see where it goes from here. I had a lot of fun, so I think I'll probably try and get through this game in nice near 30-minute chunks. It was good playing games for my channel again. We'll see if any one of you wants to still come around and see this. And like I said, for sure, I'm going to be having more people on soon so we can have fun and I can be more of an obnoxious idiot than I am right now, because boy howdy am I mellow at the moment. Certainly wasn't mellow when I was doing some test runs with a few potential co-hosts earlier today. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next part.